As this next match is for the Who's Number One Heavyweight Championship. Out of the blue corner, training out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, representing GF Team, the Lion, Patrick Gaudio.
Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, representing GF Team and the newly founded Jew Art, Patrick Gaudio makes his debut here at Who's Number One.
Yeah, he's a monster. I mean, he's got great wrestling, which he's proved many times before, and a very, very good toe hold. I mean, not a lot of people know that, but he's got very good toe hold.
Very good toe hold, very good wrestling,
yes.
And one of the only guys that Gordon Ryan has not submitted.
That's right.
And out of the red corner, training in Austin, Texas, representing New Wave, the current Who's Number One Heavyweight Champion, the King, Gordon Ryan.
The King makes his return here to Who's Number One, current heavyweight Who's Number One champion, with the spooky submission box that we have no idea what it's in about. The current ADCC champion, super fight champion, the greatest no-gi submission grappler in the world is back.
Yeah, and you know, maybe I'll talk a little bit more about this when I get going if I don't have time, but you know what's the most interesting thing, in my opinion, that we're gonna potentially see, besides some of you might see what's in that box, yeah. is what tactics are played today. What tactics are played. Tactics are the last layer, in my opinion, of anything that should be built in an athlete. And Gordon is an example of somebody who has the skill sets built first and the tactics built last. And so that's what's so amazing is on ADCC, it was the tactics that he played that just made everybody look foolish.
Absolutely.
Really, really impressive.
All right, let's take a look at this heavyweight tale of the tape. Patrick Gaudio, 30 years old, 6'2", weighed in at 225.4 pounds. Gordon Ryan, 28 years old, 5'11", weighing in at 228 pounds. Action has begun.
Yeah, so again, what I was saying is the tactics. It's really
offering his leg to Andre Galvao.
It's the last layer.
It's just so many different things that we saw. And I think, you know, parallel to what we used to see with Marcelo Garcia, every time you see Gordon Ryan compete, especially at ADCC, at Who's Number One in these highest level competitions, you see a new bag of tricks. You see new techniques that he wants to display and show everyone why he's so dominant. And one of the reasons he wanted this match was to demonstrate how much better he has improved his game over all of his competitors in the course of the last 5 years. You know, Gaudio took him to the limit. And, you know, Gordon even said it, hey, if you had a couple extra grips, maybe if you got an advantage, you would have beat me. It was that close.
Yeah. Yeah, Gordon very heavy on the head. There's some foot sweeps coming, you can see. He's trying to walk him to get this foot sweep on this right side. So if they walk to that left side, he can catch that foot called Diashi Ride. It looks like what he's looking for at the moment, to be really honest. It's a right-sided foot sweep if he's walking to the left. And he's got to get that rhythm going. But then again, he's heavy on the head, heavy on the head. Gaudio needs to take that, get on the elbow.
Gordon Ryan, the current heavyweight Who's Number One champion, undefeated here at Who's Number One. First place ADCC in 2017, double gold in 2019. Won the heavyweight and super fight in 2022. Made history to the first person to ever do that. Also won the World No-Gi double gold back in 2018. We see the corner of John Danaher and Mr. Gary Tonin in the corner of Gordon Ryan. Gary Tonin also, who's #1 veteran.
Yeah, but again, what I was saying was tactics is what make you win, right? So, but you could contrast like winning by an advantage with tactics or something like this versus winning by submission with tactics, because your opponent just has no idea of what you're going to do, and you throw a curveball, but you're already exceptional at submissions. It's some. I don't believe that winning was really that important to Gordon early on. That's a nice arm drag into a double finish.
It swatted Gaudio down.
Yeah, he did.
And that's something that Gaudio does. That's a very common takedown. He'll pick up that single and just swat that head and get his opponents down. But he was not able to do it earlier to Gordon, and Gordon gave him a taste of his own medicine. Now Gaudio trying to teeter Gordon from that half guard position. He couldn't even move him.
No, he tried to get underneath there, but Gordon is very big, heavy, good with his base.
Somebody yelling out, "What's in the box?"
Well, let's see. Is there ghost technique? So a good cross face coming on. You'll see Gordon's hand in the middle of the back if he chooses to put that in there, and he'll put his weight right onto his hand. And Gaudio needs that wrist, and needs to get his leg back in there, get some of the weight off, because right now he's just carrying Gordon's weight.
And you know, Gaudio is not necessarily a bottom player. He likes to kind of create distance, scramble, get back to his feet. He's got some good sweeps, more so in the gi. I think no gi really, really favors the top position. But Gordon is just, you know, being very clinical here, shutting him down with that cross face.
Yeah, he's in good position now. Gordon's gonna, he doesn't have his right underhook. He doesn't need it if gets Gaudio this flat, and then he'll be able to push, start to open up that right knee.
Here, the voice of Julio Cesar.
Come on, Gordon, I got 20 grand in the first 5 minutes. Let's go.
Walking is Gordon to that right side, which is what he needs to do. Gaudio has the underhook, but he's got to get on his side. He can't be flat. He's going to carry this weight, and this is a very exhausting place to be when you're carrying somebody's weight at this level. Now he's got the head arm grip. He's going to hip up, hip down, and either knee cut or just go right to the mount. And now he's really got his grip locked well.
Gaudio training with Victor Honorio, one of his teammates. Big dude, big grappler. He's also got some really good wrestling. You know, the GF team in general, known for having, you know, tremendous top players, producing so many world champions, Rodolfo Vieira, guys like Ricardo Evangelista, so many more. So, you know, Patrick had no shortage of good training in Brazil. And his match is actually supposed to happen a while ago, a couple months back. So Gaudio's kind of had this idea of a Gordon Ryan match for quite some time, and he's preparing for it.
Was going to get his back taken here in a second. He's got the right arm pass to the other side. Gordon can basically chair sit or continue to look for this underhook here, gift wrap, and just keep mounting him. He's going to turn him. There, Gaudio did the right thing, but now Gordon could dig his underhook on his right arm or take the back with the right arm under.
And that back step, very reminiscent when he submitted Mateus Diniz, kind of ended up in that saddle position, went for the leg lock. And Gordon kind of opted out of that. Yeah, he's got some other plans here.
Yeah, I think he's going to wear Gaudio out. You know, he's in great position to keep doing this, just pummeling his underhooks, knee cutting, then mounting. There it is. He's going to walk that right hand up. Yep. The head is on that near side just to avoid this, the deep half guard, right? So Gordon could circle all the way around the head now, push the head down, move the knee all the way over. He's going to elect to just sprawl with a cross face.
can't tell what would be more frustrating, and nor do I ever want to experience it. Gordon with a crossface, passing your half guard or on your back with a turn naked choke with legs tangling your arms.
Yeah.
Both got to be probably the most excruciatingly frustrating positions there could be.
Underhook on this side will give, again, it's going to have...
People are calling for the mother's milk, the smother choke. They're calling for it. I kind of feel like that's what he's going to do.
It's possible.
I kind of feel like that's what he's trying to set up. And there it is, sort of.
Yes.
But it looks like he's, yeah.
He's just going to get ready to pass the half guard again here with this underhook or take the back.
Gordon just clinical in his positioning.
Yep.
Tons of pressure. And, you know, he's got that far underhook.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting grip.
And then what he's doing with the legs is killing off the deep half. When he's stepping back and sitting on the knees like that, essentially it's killing off the deep half guard. Gaudio needs to bump forward hard and get rid of that pressure with of his head. See if Gordon's still going for the crossface rather than this left underhook.
Gordon's got a tripod position up top. Now changing the angle. Just continuing to look like he's trying to just wear Gaudio.
Yeah, it's exhausting, this battle right here. He's going to get the underhook. He's got head and arm. He's going to pass them out. He potentially could pass them out. The head goes to the near side there to avoid the deep half guard. Now he's got near side underhook, so he's definitely going to mount. Yeah. And this will set up Katagatami if he wants. He'll walk those underhooks up, and when Gaudio chooses to bridge to one side, you know, he's lost an arm anyway. He's let his arm out. But you could also walk those arms up and have to... Essentially, your opponent puts themselves in it when they bridge, but Katagatami is coming, and you could say the smother choke is coming too. They can come from the same position.
People are calling for the mother's milk.
Well, there it is. So, yep.
Sean, explain how you execute the mother's milk.
The smother choke. Yeah, I mean, you walk your legs up high. It's just from a mount situation, and it's essentially when someone is very tired and they are, you know, it does asphyxiate them, but you put the center of their face in the center of your chest.
Favor.
And then you're going to isolate their head. You hold their head, and they literally can't move left nor right, and they begin running out of oxygen essentially. And it's a legit move from the mount. It's definitely not for everybody. It's generally you have to be able to hold your training partner on their back for long enough to be able to do that. But it's something that Renzo did way back in the day. He loved it. So it's been around our team for a very long time.
So I gotta ask, did Renzo ever hit the mother's milk on you?
He did, yeah, and I got a mouthful of sweat in the process, you know, like you inhale, but basically waterboarded myself, but yes, he has. Yes, he loved it, so it's something that's been around for a very long time in our camp.
Man, it's just every movement that Gaudio makes, Gordon is just countering, countering. And now, look at that.
He's several steps ahead here with the underhooks, and he's going to pummel the underhook.
He's clearly has a mission and intention with the submission. He had a nice Kimura trap.
Yeah.
Let go essentially, and he's looking to submit in how he wants here.
Again, he's got that right leg back there, sitting on the knee to avoid the deep half. There's the wrist control there, so he's going to have the backs. Like, could even put a left underhook and have essentially a very, very good ride from the back. Gaudio's running out of steam pretty quickly here. like I said, it's exhausting when you have this pressure on you.
And again, it's hard. Like, how much defense can you freaking train against a guy like Gordon Ryan? You know what I mean? Like, how much of your camp is focused on defense and escapes and counters? And the toughest part is you don't know what you're going to be countering because he changes his game every time he competes.
Yeah.
You can train your A game, but games aren't good enough.
Yeah, that's right. You have to understand these positions. It's going to go underneath. You'll see he chose to let it go. So when he gets that wrist right on that far side, he could also go underneath on the near side as well with an underhook. You've got Katagatami, all kinds of good stuff set up there.
Did you see that little pin that he did with his legs, kind of shin to shin, like had like a Toriano on the shins and then just draped his knee and shin across it, just slid right into side control. On belly position, looking for that far arm again.
Yeah, he's going to
just
go
to control.
Yep, he's going to go to the mount again, or could anyway. Here comes Katagatami. Or smother choke. Come from here. It's Katagatami if he wants it.
Well, what we can say is this match is very different than their first encounter. You know, 5 years back, and doesn't matter what happens. He's proven his point that he has improved by tremendous leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah. Double underhooks, and I mean he just kind of there's the Katagatami. Pretty much take this if he wanted to. Gaudio's going to have to circle the left arm over the top or run this way. Give him the back. Because he circles the left arm over the top, he's not quite out. He's just going to run into an underhook again. And so it's better for him to give the back at this point. Now here comes an arm isolation.
Yeah. This is the clinical, you know, Gordon Ryan traps. Uses those long legs. Now going for that Kimura trap. Attacking the arm is Gordon Ryan. Trying to break that grip with his legs.
There it is.
And a beautiful arm bar by Gordon Ryan. Gets the submission.
And your winner by submission, and still, who's #1 heavyweight champion, the King, Gordon Ryan.
All right, Gordon Ryan, we are going to say congratulations, but before I get to the rest of the questions, is it time to finally open the spooky box?
Okay. All right. So you're going to read this while I take the stuff out.
Arm bar. That's the proper way to perform an arm bar. Systematically attacking the arm bar is now live at bjjfanatics.com. Hail to the one true king. I just had to read that. Arm bar, specifically arm to the arrow bar. Let's everyone at home see this. There you go. All right, so that match was a little bit different than 2018. What exactly was the plan coming out here rather than just finishing with the submission, or what were you thinking?
It was just a test, like him in all positions. I knew that he has really good ability to off-balance guys from reverse De La Riva and come up and shoot singles. So my whole thing today was just getting on top and keeping him down and stopping him from chaining inversions and bumping me forward and coming up into wrestle-ups. And so I did that successfully, and I gave him a few chances to stand up from turtle position, but he just re-rolled to guard, and then I just played top position. But yeah, we did what we were here to do, so I'm happy.
So we have a belt, we've got a spooky box, we've got a new BSJ Fanatics DVD, systematically attacking the armbar. I mean, that's the big question, right? It's what are we looking for? Who are we looking for you to fight? I know that you made a post, you had a couple people that you hadn't finished by submission that you were looking for. Is there anyone in particular, and how soon can we expect it?
Well, that Russian guy who can't carry my gym bags keeps calling me out, so I don't even know his name, but we can do a 30-minute match maybe for Aiga in December, and then I'm just looking to run back guys who I haven't competed against or guys who I haven't submitted yet. So I posted about Victor and Lucas, and so I think we're shooting for Lucas Barboza for the next one, because man, 30 minutes with him, I'll easily submit him, so that should be fun.
Yeah, did you see his video earlier? What did you think about what he said in the video? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but it was probably something stupid and like incoherent. So I'll watch it a little bit later and respond to it probably.
So if it is Hulk next, because it's looking like it could be, what is that match going to look like? I know you said 30 minutes, you'll have an easy time finishing the match, but is there any specific details you can give us, or are we going to have to wait for another box? Maybe a Christmas box?
We'll see. It's going to be basically Hulk just like spazzing his way around the mat for 7 minutes, getting exhausted, and then just melting. So it'll be pretty indicative of like what every match is. So it'll be fun.
Awesome. Let's hear it one more time for the king. Got a belt, got a box, got an armbar, and a new BJJ Fanatics DVD. Congratulations.
All right, guys, what an event. Gordon Ryan, the king, is back, gets a submission in the match with Patrick Gaudio. This Night of Champions has been awesome from start to finish.